Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the Cerulean blueprint for the Kilo 141. This is a really awesome blueprint. The camo looks super cool. As you'll see, it's blue and black. It overall just looks pretty badass. And I changed a few of the attachments. The number one thing for me was the optic, but the Kilo is already an interesting assault rifle, and I wanted to gear this class setup towards accuracy and range so that we can make this thing more like the M4. So if you guys take a look at the bottom left, you'll see the stats. Our accuracy is buffed significantly. Our range is buffed is very, very high as well, and our control is actually up there. The only thing we're losing a little bit of is mobility, which isn't too big of a deal because this is an assault rifle and we're not going to be playing super aggressive with this thing. Everything else stays just about the same. So attachment wise, we're not going to be using a muzzle. The barrel we're using is the Syngard Arms 19.8 Prowler. With this, you're going to get damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. We are going to lose aim down sight speed and movement speed, but if you guys take a look at the stats, we're buffing our accuracy, our range, and our control, our top three, significantly with this attachment alone. I do want to point out that we are going to be losing aim down sight speed on two attachments, and we're going to be gaining aim down sight speed on two other attachments. So we're going to break even with that so that we don't, we're not going to be losing it in the long run. So don't freak out about that. So again, the Syngard Arms barrel is what we're using, the 19.8. The laser we're using is the TAC laser, so with this you're going to get aim down sight speed, aim stability, and aim walking steadiness. The only downfall to this is the laser is visible to enemies, which doesn't seem to be too big of a deal with this game. If you'll see, our accuracy, our mobility, and our controller are all buffed. Mobility was buffed a little bit with this, and what I liked about having the TAC laser was not only do we get the accuracy and control boost, but we keep our mobility from dropping too much. If we don't really pay attention to that mobility, it'll drop significantly, and that could really hurt us in the long run. So the TAC laser is a laser we're going to be running. The optic sight, a lot of people don't like running the optic with the Kilo. For most of the assault rifles, I enjoy having an optic. I'm using the Solo Zero Optics Mini Reflex. The Mini Reflexes are always the way to go for me. I don't know how you guys feel. I'm sure most of you probably feel the same way. So we did change that. I believe it came with an ACOG scope. So we did change that to the Solo Zero Optics Mini Reflex. It's not really that big of a deal. All you're doing is buffing your accuracy, and you're going to lose aim down sight speed with pretty much whichever reticle or whichever reflex you choose. So it's really not too big of a deal. If you like having one, then run one. If not, you don't have to run it. You can run another attachment. We are not going to be using a stock underbarrel. We're going to be using Commando foregrip, which I strongly believe this is one of the best attachments you can use on any of the weapons. Obviously boosting our accuracy, range, and control, getting recoil stabilization and aiming stability, just sacrificing a little bit of movement speed, which is obviously our mobility. We're not running any extra ammunition. If you don't run an optic, running extra ammunition is something that I would do, possibly the 60 round mag. The only issue with this is you're going to lose a little bit of control and a lot of mobility. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the mobility isn't that important. So if you're not going to run a scope on this thing, then definitely run a 60 round mag, or you can run the 100. I don't think that's necessary, but any of these will be beneficial. Last but not least, the rear grip we're using is stippled grip tape. You're going to get aim down sight speed, which is going to cancel out the cons of aim down sight, so we even ourselves out. And we're getting sprint to fire speed, which is a very, very important attachment. And I've started using this a lot more recently just because of that. Obviously, having sprint to fire speed buffed is going to allow you to win a lot more gunfights when you get that first shot off. So stippled grip tape, a really, really good way to go. But that is the attachments that you want to use for the Kilo 141 Cerulean blueprint. A really good gun. I really hope you guys get a chance to use this thing and level yourself up and have fun with it. It's a pretty good gun. But if you guys have anything else to add or any questions about this blueprint class setup, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next